and all of that. So, yeah, I'm sure other people would also have a thing or two to add to that. We have another voice note here, or we have a voice note here. I don't know whether there are two of them, but let me listen to this.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am.
All right, he deleted the message. I don't know why you would do that. You send a message, and I'm in the process of playing. You would delete that. That's not nice. If you don't want us to listen, then please, by all means, don't send. But once I start playing something, then do not delete that. Okay. This one says the woman has no case at all. In fact, the woman and her husband should conduct DNA test to be sure that she's not some stranger trying to claim their adopted child. But what if she is truly? What if she is? Would they give back the child? DNA for me doesn't even make any sense because DNA can only come up in cases that are very necessary. In this case, I feel it's unnecessary. You dropped a child. Announcements were made. Efforts were put in. You know, who owns this child? Come and collect your child. Oh, after 9 months, these people decide to adopt this child and then you come back 1, 2, 3, 5 years, 10, 16 years. No. Don't even the dignity of conducting that DNA test. It doesn't make any sense if you ask me for my opinion. But hey, people have their thoughts. Let's listen to this person. Hello.
Oh, good afternoon, man. That's your man.
Good afternoon.
Man, do not come from the chief of the giving birth to a child will not make you to be a father or a mother. You understand? How did you train this child? How did you brought this child up? Yeah, okay, all of us should give birth and throw it away. After some years, we'll come and claim a father or a mother. You understand? That person that brought that child up, that person that picked that child and brought that child up, is the person we know as a father or a mother. You understand? As you say, even though you are drinking Gary or Cocoa, take it with this child. You have a bond with this child. That child will never turn back on you. There's the way she will come, not by claiming the child, you understand? Please, brother, I'm the mother of this child. For God, let me make me to do this. Please, don't take me like part of you. You understand?
Exactly. Exactly.
You understand? Oh, they will understand. But you bring him pastor now. You do not see pastor to give the child to. People should just stop playing God.
All right.
Very much.
Thank you, Donatus. And I feel, what you said is very important. People who are truly sorry for the things they do will not want to make claims and say, if I die, my blood will be. Go ahead now. Go ahead. I mean, after all, when you were not even here, we didn't know who you are. So if you go, it doesn't even make any difference. I think what she could try to do is like, come back and beg, right? I did this. I realized my mistake. I've been trying to get in touch, but I've been feeling very ashamed of myself, blah, blah, blah. If only you can just make me a part of your family and just give me access to this boy, let him get to know me. I don't want to make any claims. You know, there is a diplomatic way of doing things like that. But when you come back, you are coming to threaten suicide. You're trying to, manipulate them into trying to guilt trip them. It doesn't make sense in any way at all. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon to you. Hello. Hello. All right. I think there's a glitch there. Very quickly, if you have other confessions, don't worry. Tomorrow we'll have time to still look at some of these issues and revisit them with Dr. Oladipo.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is John. I'm calling from Abuja. What happened is that I saw this lady and I fell in love with her. So we started talking. I mean, at the process, she opened up to me and said that she's a single mother. So, and she said she's a single mother. I was a little bit scared. I told her, although she asked me, am I scared of single mother? I said yes. She asked me why. I told her that because of these reasons. But because of the love I have for her, I still process. But now, what I want to ask you, I just need your advice because I've been hearing about single mothers with their ex and so on and so forth. So, please, I just need your advice. Should I continue in the relationship because, to tell you the truth, I really love her, but it is because of the child. That is why I'm still thinking about what to do, whether to process the relationship, that is to continue the relationship or not. So now that is what I say. Let me to ask you now. Thank you now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm calling from Abuja. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. A man meets a woman and gets to find out that she's a single mother, expresses his fears about being a single mother. So he's asking if he should continue with this relationship because of the things he has heard about single mothers and their exes, and he's afraid of that happening with him. But he truly loves this girl, and is asking what he should do, whether he should continue or not. All right, anyone who has a thing or two to say to this guy, please, by all means, you can just quickly chip in. Let's listen to this.
Hello, good afternoon, Swat. How are you doing? This is Williams sending you this voice note down to my country home in Metama. Swat, I want to say this statement. They shouldn't give that woman or get that boy a child. He abandoned a child from six months, and she coming to claim the way the boy of grown of 15 years. He want to come and claim the boy. Let him go to hell. Let him go and die. They shouldn't give him that boy. They should report her to police. Make sure she be reported to police. Make sure that they monitor that boy. They shouldn't give, because the boy is legally belongs to the guy, the parent who adopted her, who adopted the boy, who adopted that boy. So they shouldn't try it, because you don't know our attention, you don't know our plan. So they shouldn't try. They should hold that boy, monitor that boy, mark to mark. They shouldn't try it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Interesting one. So for the guy who is dating a single lady, right? And you are afraid. Number one, sometimes what you fear comes to you. Let me just be very honest with you. If you are afraid of something and you have that mindset, even if the thing is not happening, but because you already have a mindset about certain things, even if it's not the case in your own situation, you begin to see that as your reality. So number one, you have to disabuse your mind, because I know there are people who made genuine, I don't want to call it mistakes, because having children is not a mistake, even if it was not planned for. There are people who have had children that were not planned for and are co-parenting very cordially without having anything to do with each other. All you just need to do is to ensure that you thoroughly find out if she is over her ex, if she has nothing to do with him. How are they co-parenting? Are you satisfied with the level of relationship that they are maintaining? Because the danger of having kids together is the truth is that you can never get rid of someone who you have a child with. Somehow you must always interface, but the interfacing doesn't have to be romantic again. Because they could have married, but they chose maybe that they were not compatible enough, and just because they have a child doesn't mean that they cannot co-parent. So my brother, this your fear. First of all, I think you need to work on it. Then secondly, you love this woman. You find out who is the father of the child. How are they co-parenting? Are you satisfied with the level of their relationship? Has she given you any assurances about her relationship with the father of her child? And I feel also you should get involved in the child's life if you're serious about her. You most probably want to settle in. But if you feel that this your fear is something that you carry on, don't make somebody pay for a crime. If truly she and her ex are not having anything, but you are living in that state of insecurity and fear, the truth is you create something out of nothing. So if it is not something you can overcome and just choose to accept the fact that she's done with that man and that she just has a child and that's the only thing, and then please, by all means, then don't stay in her life. Get someone that does not have a child, so that you will, because I've seen this kind of thing happen. You love the person until when issues, you make a mounting out of over something that is probably not an issue. So when you begin to mention the word fear, fear has its own, it comes with its own demons. So you begin to imagine things. You begin to feel some type of way when honestly, in the real sense, there's nothing. So walk on your fear and be confident and listen to her. Ask her sincerely. Let her tell you, is she over? Is she done? What manner? How do they do their co-parenting? Cross all your T's, dot all your I's, and then carry on if you truly feel she's somebody you want to be with. But if not, if that's going to be an impediment, I would advise that you just let it go so that it doesn't become a consistent pain for you in the near future. I have a couple of other messages here. Eno from Lugbe said, I think the family should relocate far away from there for the sake of the child. The woman is not serious. After 16 years, wow, she should not be allowed near that child. Okay, says Eno. Thank you. Chima from Apo said, good afternoon, Her Vocal Majesty. Two ways to own a child are biologically through birth and adoption through legal process. For abandoning the child for many years, the woman in question has lost ownership of the child. She should be treated as an intruder. They shouldn't give her any chance. The boy in question may not agree to follow her. Chima from Apo. Yes, indeed. Let me see this one. It says, as a relationship and marriage counselor, let me answer you plainly and honestly. Don't date a label. Date a person. A single mother is not a problem. She is a woman with a past, just like you. The real question is not, is she single mother, but is she emotionally mature? Is she healed from her previous relationship? Is there healthy boundaries between her and the child's father? Are you ready to accept responsibility that comes with loving her and her child? Your fear is not foolish. It simply means you understand that relationships involving children require wisdom, patience, and security. The presence of a baby daddy is not the issue. Poor boundaries and unresolved emotions are the issue. If she still has emotional attachment to him, cut off and let her be. There is constant drama. If there is constant drama, step back. You're not ready to be involved in a child's life. Don't force yourself. But if she is stable, respectful, and drama-free, and you truly love her, then don't sabotage something good because of assumptions. Marriage is not about perfect history. It's about healthy present and peaceful future. Ask yourself, are you afraid of her past or are you afraid of her baby daddy? Be honest with yourself before you answer her. My take, Mrs. Swat. Thank you so much. This is really apt. Very, very apt. And I appreciate that. Okay. Another confession here says, let me read this very quickly because our time is running out already, 2:42. This one said, why does our mouth stink after we wake up from sleep? I used to wake up every morning with bad breath so that my wife would literally pull back. I'm talking about breath that could make you want to throw up, because I myself used to smell it on myself, and this continued for years. At that time, I brushed twice daily. I used to floss and even use mouthwash. Nothing worked. I woke up every morning with a foul taste in my mouth. My dentist kept telling me that my oral hygiene was good, but couldn't figure out why I had morning breath. Eventually, a second dentist told me what was actually happening in my mouth at night. The point is that this issue seriously affected my marital intimacy with my wife, but she helped me until we found a solution finally. I guess what I'm urging everyone to do is to take care of your health. If your spouse point out some weakness, stop fighting them and look for a solution, because what you're fighting might even kill you. I was diagnosed and treated, and today I'm free. Thank you, Auntie Swat. All right, I like this. I really like this. Thank you so much for this. I think it's very important that we hear this, because sometimes, this oral hygiene thing might not necessarily be because of the mouth. Or you might brush and everything, and you might still have a very foul thing because something is wrong in your body, in your system. So, and the first point of call mostly is going to be your husband, your wife, who notices this. And some of us, we don't like criticism. When you are criticized, you start fighting. For him, obviously something was wrong inside his body, and he was treated, and he's fine today. If you are not listening, then maybe he'll be a dead man, or he would be alone. Because when your spouse is pointing out things, instead of listening and taking a step, people begin to fight. So I think it's good. And I think also spouses, instead of criticizing and refusing to be intimate or whatever it is, try to find help. I like the fact that you said your wife helped you and you guys found a solution. All right. So we quickly have a, stop set. We'll play that and then I'll come back.
We share the latest information on the benefits of e-business. Raleigh Academy on Radio is a program with an ultimate